hear me, go ahead and let me know. My iPad doesn't seem to be working, so I'm using my phone, and this is the first time with this, so. Hi, Kurt. Thank you so much. I'm doing great. Just gonna take a minute to kind of settle into the energy before I begin all 12 signs and the Astro Tarot forecast for the upcoming month. Maybe any messages to come through that could be of help to you, any ways that could bring a bit of focus on self-healing, growth, things to kind of watch out for or look out for the month ahead. And at the end of the live, there will be timestamps that I'll put in the description box or pin in the comments, so that afterwards you'll be able to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Remember, we have many different signs in the chart. It's not just the sun sign, but your sun, moon, and rising are the most potent or powerful self energies in the chart. Oh, I know, Kurt, I didn't see your thing, but I tend to want to wear what I want to wear, so. Okay. Going to begin with Aries. I use 2 oracle decks, 1 traditional tarot deck. Hi, Roninshi. I hope I pronounced that correct. Thanks for being here. Beginning with Aries for the upcoming month ahead. For Aries, one last deck for Aries. Whatever Aries needs to hear the upcoming month ahead, please help me give intuitive and guided message for Aries. Whatever they need to hear for their higher self, highest good. Please let me help them through this reading and through these cards. For Aries. For Aries. The Sun card. Beautiful. One of the most positive cards of the deck, Major Arcana. Being in the light, really feeling in your own energy, positivity, fulfillment, enlightenment, understanding, clarity, connection. Things really feeling good or wanting to move forward, but maybe feeling a little bit of a block. Even though things are really going good, everything is positive, you're at a really good like plateau at this phase of your life, maybe you're wanting to make rapid forward movement that isn't happening. There is still a pause or a sense of weight, and that may be blocking you or distracting you from being able to appreciate kind of the good that is happening in your life right now. Make sure that you keep your eyes focused on what it is that you already have that brings you a great sense of fulfillment, joy, kind of refocusing on gratitude in order to continue manifesting that for yourself. If you're wanting forward movement, it's just going to take a little bit of patience. You don't want to move forward too quick or recklessly. Oh, hi guys. I'm so glad you were looking forward to it. Yeah, Chariot reverse. You're really wanting to move forward, but there's like a block in moving forward. It's okay. I will say we are in a few different retrogrades. it is the collective intention right now to pause, to not necessarily take rapid action, or if you're taking action, you really need to think through how you're going to move forward and the steps that you're going to take. Everything is good. Everything, you know, peachy, a lot of really positive energy. If you've been experiencing challenges, maybe you're just intended to sit with it. Happy Saturday. Five of Swords. Yeah, maybe being caught up in negative thought patterns, self-limiting beliefs. Five of Swords can be as well self-sabotage, self-sabotaging behaviors. Just keep an eye out for that. The ways that we may like jade ourselves. I really am getting the message of like illusion with that Five of Swords. Not just self-sabotaging behaviors, but the ways that we create illusions for ourselves that at once felt protective but are actually destructive. So if there is any block, I would look towards that and the ways that you maybe unconsciously take action could be of help. Two of Pentacles, the everydayness, balancing the self, balancing different parts of the self as well, almost like different wills. With that Two of Pentacles, we are juggling or balancing opposing opposites or opposing elements inside of ourselves. And in that balancing, we're able to maintain a dynamic will. By a dynamic will, I mean we all have different intentions, wills, parts of ourselves that want different things. Sometimes that works at cross purposes with each other. One part of us wants this thing, another part of us wants this other thing, but they don't totally coincide. The way that we are able to balance different parts of ourselves, human beings are very, very complex, is just by being flexible and maintaining movement. Obviously, you're wanting that movement, you're wanting that momentum forward, but maybe a little bit of an uncomfortable pause in order to release self-sabotage or just self-limiting behaviors and beliefs, thoughts as well. For Aries, prayer, solar plexus, your locus of control, taking action, increasing confidence, making lemonade out of lemons, maybe dealing with a disappointing situation or a situation that didn't go the way that you had hoped, but being able to maybe look back, gain higher understanding that this disappointment actually led you to what is going to bring real, lasting emotional fulfillment. So just take that in stride and know that things are really joyous, things are really beautiful. If you don't feel that way, they have the potential to be. It's just a shift of focus, a lot of yellow. Okay, 8:30 for Aries. Okay. For Taurus. All right. Hi, Aries. And I do personal readings through Zoom where we're able to kind of chat about what's going on with you, maybe a bit of guidance. It's been really awesome to work with different people from the channel, being able to connect in with them and do more of a personal reading if you connect with the readings that I do. Okay, for Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Let's see what's coming up for you in the upcoming month ahead for August. For Taurus. Please let me give an intuitive guided message for Taurus. Whatever Taurus needs to hear for the upcoming month ahead, for their higher selves, highest good. 3 of Wands. looking forward, hoping for a return on investment. Really, you've put your energy into something, you've been putting in that work, that passion, that initial spark to start something new, and you're now waiting for it to really grow and expand the way that you were hoping. Threes are very much about expansion. Ooh, the Emperor. It's about taking care of the self, mastery of the self, being able to take care of not just the mundane, like the chores, the home, family, career, about being able to really create a kingdom for himself. He's the Emperor. He's able to rule over it, and ruling is caretaking. It is, you know, being of service. Let's get a bit more on this Emperor. Oh, Three of Swords. You're processing a bit of heartbreak as well, a bit of grief. This could also be an ending. Maybe there was a heartbreaking situation, processing grief due to an ending or due to a falling out between you and a father figure. Here with the Emperor is the father, or it is a very, very committed long-term partner. Not just personal father, but father of your children, whatever. You know, many people have different things going on in their deeper life. The tarot can have many different archetypes. It's just endless, the meaning of each card. So make sure that there's a good balance for people in multiple situations, for collective readings. Air. The mind, new potential in being able to communicate, new potential in clarity in the thoughts, refreshing the thought patterns, refreshing the ways that you think about things, maybe bringing a bit more spirituality, connection to spirit, connection to your inner child, into the ways that you think, into the ways that you process information, as well as the ways that you communicate yourself. Communicating from the heart, communicating from a deeper place of authenticity, soulfulness, or spirit. Individuation. So I will say, especially with the nodes have just changed. North node moving into Aries, and South Node in Libra. So what that means for the collective in the upcoming year and a half is that we are all going to be focusing on the self. Individuation is about knowing who we are, irregardless of anyone or anything. This is about really defining your own sense of self, your own sense of personal boundary, and bringing the focus onto you rather than who you are enmeshed with society or other people, relationships, family connections. So whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, maybe that heartbreak with that father figure or strong masculine figure in your life, gender doesn't matter. This is just someone who has mastery and kind of authority over themselves, long established family type of energy. And a lot of swords. Look at these swords coming through. And this is very similar to the Ace of Swords. So a lot of new beginnings in clarity, in the ways that you think about things, the ways that you are processing information, perceiving yourself in the outside world, communicating. You're needing to find a sense of forgiveness, either for this individual or for something that had happened in the past, just from general trauma, wounding, maybe childhood. Definitely get the sense of healing father wounds from childhood. With forgiveness, though, it's the third eye. So regaining a sense of clarity, releasing illusion. My week is going good. My week has been going good. It's been pretty busy, actually. Working on a lot of different projects. Oh, Eight of Cups. Yeah, needing to walk away from a situation that once brought you a deep sense of fulfillment, but no longer does. And that may be difficult, of needing to walk away, or just walking away from the past, walking away from anger or hurt from your past situation. Aries, tarot is very, very old. It actually originated as playing cards. You can use a deck of playing cards as actual tarot. I can do tarot readings with playing cards. And it is playing cards, except added the major arcana, which is like archetypes that rule over the different elements, signs, all that. Okay, one more for Taurus. Bit of guidance for Taurus in the upcoming month ahead. 8 of Pentacles. Working on the self, focusing on your work, putting effort in, working on your craft, developing your craft. Balancing the self. Me juggling different jobs, different work opportunities. Focusing the self on the work is going to be, a lot of 8s. So you may be seeing 888 or a lot of 8s around. Just right now, 8 seems to be a strong connection with you. But definitely look up. You can just Google, symbolism of 8, the number 8, and there's a lot of information about the deeper meanings behind 8 that maybe have helped you to look into that if you're seeing it around. And Judgment. Yeah, heeding the call, rising to your higher self, even maybe in ways that you're communicating, maybe opening the throat. Taurus actually rules the throat, so when we are communicating from yourself, your deepest place of authenticity, expressing yourself, you're in your best. That's when you're really in your element, being able to embody the throat. So I hope that could be of help to you. And if you'd like a personal reading, go ahead and reach out to me. I'm doing Zoom kind of tarot sessions with different people from the channel, and it's been really awesome. So we can chat on Zoom and kind of see where things are at for you. Okay. 1734. Okay, Gemini. Hi, Robert. Thank you, Kurt. Okay, for Gemini. Gemini in the upcoming month ahead. What can Gemini expect for the upcoming month ahead? Oh my gosh. I think that maybe, I'm not gonna lie, I did a whole tarot event last night. This card came up so much. It just came up for Taurus's reading. I really think it is kind of a collective energy of needing to find a sense of forgiveness, clarity over past wounding, maybe how things have gone wrong, personal trauma, as being able to gain clarity over that, or being able to find forgiveness through understanding why it happened. Let me tell the story of this card. So this rhino got like poached and kidnapped. All these crazy things happened, really, very hurtful or traumatic things. And there is a connection with the inner child here. But through all of these negative things that happened to this rhino, it led this rhino to being adopted by a family that brought it the most joyous, beautiful love that it had ever experienced in its whole life. And in that moment was able to find forgiveness for the things that happened in the past. Not forgiving the poachers that, hurt them. It's about finding forgiveness for the pain. Being able to let go of the pain and the anger through knowing that it led you to what is actually right for you, and finally being in that happiness and feeling gratitude for where you're currently at. So there's almost like a closing of a circle, or being able to have a higher understanding of letting go or forgiveness without totally, you know, forgiving someone who may have done you wrong or things that were inappropriate. Perseverance. This is the sacral, creativity, as well as your sexual power. It's where we house our unprocessed emotions and where we process them. Very potent, powerful area, but perseverance is about not giving up right before you have a breakthrough. And with the red here, red is about the root. So maybe needing to feel stable or secure, or feeling like you want to give up because there is a lack of security or stability in what it is that you're wanting to do, what it is you're wanting to accomplish. Continue putting effort in. You're about to make it. You're about to make a breakthrough. Just don't give up. Okay, for Gemini. 8 of Wands. Fast movement forward, progress, communication. It's very much Mercury type of card, which is your ruler. So really feeling in your element. Page of Wands, passionate communication, wanting to move forward, maybe having excitement over a new project, a new pathway, a new relationship. There's just something new that is beginning in your life that is bringing a lot of curiosity, excited to move forward, but that also may be the thing that you fear isn't going to work out. I think it's telling you, continue putting effort in, you're going to make a breakthrough. If you continue your efforts and maintain your focus. Queen of Swords reversed. Maybe a battle between the head and the heart may come up for you in this upcoming month, or needing to use reason over emotion, needing to bring kind of mastery and balance over the self and the mind upright. Queen of Swords is, you know, mature feminine air sign. Gender doesn't really matter, but it's more about like archetype and energy. And Queen of Swords is the court card of air, so that could be you needing to have a solid balance between connection to your emotional understanding and your emotional truth, and also your mind, and being able to communicate that well. 10 of Pentacles. Establishing yourself, your legacy, focusing on your material realm, focusing on your stability, but also this is the culmination of a cycle. This can also be a very serious or committed relationship, or just working towards and really kind of reaching the fruit of your labor of feeling secure, feeling steady in some area of your life. Maybe really considering that or desiring that too. Desiring to be at the 10 of Pentacles. Totally secure, totally stable in the physical realm. Feeling solid, feeling like you can really support yourself, and having everything, you know, established and really taken care of. And maybe wanting to be more serious in the pursuit of doing that. Yes, so the colors of this deck relate with the chakras in our body. So it mainly goes for the 7 along the spine, but each color represents a different area of the body or energetic focus. Okay. What is the time? 4:19. Actually gonna. Hi, good evening or day. Day for me. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what your future is, Kurt, though if you look at your different signs, that maybe have helped you. Hi, Jill. Okay, for Cancer. Please help me give an intuitive and guided message for Cancer. Whatever they need to hear for their higher selves, highest good. Please let me help them through this reading and through these cards for Cancer. For Cancer. Oh, perfection, the root. So your root may be the energetic focus, your feet, your legs, your whole bottom area. It's your trunk, your root, how you feel stable, how you feel secure, focusing on your stability and focusing on your security. Perfection also is that inner critic, maybe really having high expectations for what you want, the kind of environment that you want around you, high expectations for the self, maybe wanting things to be more stable, more established than they actually are, and maybe kind of battling with that sense of wanting things to be better, wanting things to be more. One of the beautiful things, though, about us kind of facing a situation that isn't meeting our expectations or isn't exactly what we're wanting for ourselves is a container for us to grow and us to kind of cook in that knowing, in knowing, okay, this is not meeting my expectation, rather than having, being a perfectionist or getting caught up in perfectionist tendencies or being hard on myself or being hard on other people. Let me figure out how I can just begin to meet my needs, or how I can transform myself or have an impact on the situation in order to get it. Once you're facing that, then it's an opportunity to take action and create a better foundation for yourself that is going to get you what you really want. So there's definitely the opportunity, I think, with a lot of the retrogrades right now as well, of being able to rethink, review that, to look at those things, especially too with Venus retrograde. For Cancer, upcoming month, please let me give an intuitive guided message for Cancer. Strength. Oh yeah. This is Major Arcana for Leo. I think that you may be really impacted by the current Venus retrograde in Leo, helping you rethink your values, your sense of security, your relationships, your connections, your connection with money. All of that is just the represents human beings' need for security, community, resources. So I think that maybe you're experiencing something that is challenging you to rethink what it is that you want for yourself, or how to develop better habits or ways of approaching things, going about your life in a different way in order to get what you want. This is also about having self-mastery, moderating the emotions, emotional control, being able to alchemize the self. It doesn't really relate too much. I mean, 8 with the strength is very much like alchemizing the self, right? The opposing of or the balancing of opposing elements. But I think you're being cooked right now. 7 of Wands, maybe feeling a bit defensive, having had a victory, being on top, having a success, but now you have to maintain that, right? And maybe needing to defend the position that you have, the home that you have, what it is that you have. You're really wanting to protect the self, or feeling definitely some sense of defensiveness, needing to put more effort in May have to do with an established relationship here with the Hierophant. Also really wanting to do what is right. And trusting in tradition, or wanting to defend or uphold tradition due to security or want for security. Simplicity. Yeah, wanting simplicity. I think tradition in its own way brings a sense of simplicity. There's good to tradition, and there's also bad to tradition. It's about us figuring out what is truly right for ourselves. Sometimes it aligns with that, sometimes it doesn't. But there is maybe a simplicity in choosing the more traditional path for yourself right now. You may have been really impacted by the full moon cycle that happened in the past week here, and maybe something that you didn't really you haven't dealt with in a while kind of bubbled up or came up in order to be faced. Something that may have challenged your sense of security. One last one, 6 of Wands. Wow. So the 6 of this to the 7. So there is a victory. There is success. You know, you good, positive, you know, win. But I think you just really want to defend your position, or that victory, or that kind of good place that you're in, and maybe wanting to protect that. So I hope you have a beautiful upcoming month. And of course, I am doing Zoom personal readings. So if you want, go ahead and reach out to me. We can chat on Zoom, do a tarot reading, and kind of see what any personal guidance comes through, see how I can be of help. Go ahead and move on to or Leo. Happy birthday, Leo. Okay. For Leo, let's see what's coming up for Leo in the upcoming month ahead. Leo's birthday month. Let me pull this back up. For Leo. Ooh, myth. Rewriting our personal narratives. Maybe reflecting on the past and the ways that we have created stories for ourselves or perspectives for ourselves. Look, he is able to carve the design as it spins, as it goes along. He's able to rewrite his own story, rewrite his own narrative. You may be facing old patterns, old myths about the self, narratives about the self, your capability, your worth, how things, you know, maybe go for you. This is an opportunity to kind of clear the palette and rewrite yourself, rewrite the narratives about yourself that you have carried that no longer serve you. Ooh, perseverance. Needing to persevere, needing to not give up, still needing to put effort in. Look, this tree, this isn't the most supportive environments for a tree to grow. It's like on the side of a rock and it's clinging there. This tree isn't focused on the unfortunate circumstance or the circumstance that is not totally the best or the totally supportive. It's focused on reaching towards the light and persevering and finding a way for it to find success and for it to prosper and thrive no matter what situation it's been given, especially kind of getting from the past. For Leo, Two of Cups reverse. Yeah, I think that It may have to do too with your romantic life and the way that you approach relationships. We'll say Venus retrograde is in Leo, your sign, pretty much for the whole month. We've already been in it for about a week now. So you are intended right now to reflect or rewrite myths about your relationships and the ways that they went wrong, the ways that they didn't work out, ways that the cups were spilled. Two of Swords, so lots of twos, yeah, lots of focusing on relationships, on balance. Maybe a relationship that had ended, or a relationship that just became a stalemate there. Wanting to make a choice, wanting to take action, but not knowing how to move forward just yet. She is blinded in the Rider-Waite tarot. So there is this sense of maybe being caught up with personal illusion and having a blindfold on about the situation. You need to take the blindfold off. You've got to face some aspect of reality in order to make that choice. It feels like maybe you're not ready to make a choice just yet, and you're kind of stuck in a chrysalis or in a moment of non-action. Ooh, the Devil. Thought patterns, belief systems, connections, things that no longer serve you. It can also be, you know, drinking drugs, or things that are addictions that are weighing you down, that are holding you back. Also remember that the Devil is almost the shadow aspect of the Lover's card. So it's kind of the darker side of connecting with others and what that really means. The realities of being in connection with other people, maybe facing your own shadow when it comes to relationships, when it comes to love. And needing to release ourselves from codependency, old ways of being, old myths and narratives about yourself that just are really holding you back. Nine of Pentacles, focusing on what makes you feel sustained, secure, abundant on your own, regardless of anyone or anything. The Nine is really, really independent. And this is about your coin, money, focusing on your abundance, focusing on yourself. More for Leo. Ooh, Quest. Blue there with the throat, communicating your truth, speaking your truth, knowing your truth. This is also an inner child healing card. Quest is about beginning on your journey of finding your truth and finding who you really are, who you want to be, how you want to express yourself. Maybe also evolving and healing the ways that you communicate or that you express yourself in relationships. Oh, thank you. Hi, Chris. I'm so glad that you enjoy my ASMR. All right, for Leo, 3822. Or Virgo. Let me get a little sip. Okay, Virgo. What can Virgo expect in the upcoming month ahead? Aw. Thank you for that little emoji. Okay. Okay, for Virgo. What can Virgo expect for the upcoming month ahead of August?
for Virgo. For Virgo. For Virgo, help me give an intuitive and guided message for Virgo. Whatever Virgo needs to hear for their higher selves, highest good. Please let me help them through this reading and through these cards. Wisdom of the heart, heart healing, heart growth. Maybe gaining the pearls of wisdom and sense of abundance and expansion after processing a bit of heart wounding. Maybe there's been confusion around, the heart doesn't necessarily mean romance. It can be any place where you're living from the heart, or any connection, coworker, a family member, even with the self. What is this confusion about for Virgo? On how to close a cycle. Maybe there's a phase of your life, a situation that you're really wanting to kind of move on with, close that door in order to step forward and do a new one. It could be career, especially. Oh, yeah, Queen of Pentacles, she's the self-care queen. She's also focused on her coin. She's focused on her money, on her abundance. She is taking care of her whole queendom around her, her garden. This is very loving. Also very strategic, needing to be strategic about money, needing to be strategic about your resources, and wanting to move past an old phase to where you maybe weren't focusing on that. Yeah, Pentacles. Really think this is about kind of career, money, feelings of stability in the physical realm. And really focusing on that, your root too, your sense of stability and security. Did want to bring this up reversed. So Seven of Cups, oh my gosh. Seven of Cups means the same as this, confusion, maybe too many options. There is that sense of fuzziness, lack of clarity, confusion, and wanting to come out of that, wanting to get clear on how to move forward, on what steps to take, on what is right for you. You know, stripping away of any illusion. We are in a lot of retrogrades, especially with Neptune retrograde. There's a collective need to release things that confuse our thinking, confuse our judgment, confuse our ability to take good steps forward. Ooh, imagination. Tapping into your creativity, tapping into your creative potential, the power of the mind. I do also want to say that the imagination, if it's not channeled or put to good use or seen for what it is, the creative mind, imagination paired with anxiety or confusion can also manifest our worst fears, right? It's for good or for bad. We can use imagination in constructive, positive, magical ways, and we can also use it in ways that are not good for us, that manifest or reflect fear or anxiety that isn't necessarily there. Like, we can create scenarios, we can make things bigger than they actually are in our mind. Yeah, the hidden, the aspects of the unconscious coming through. See sand with this, and it almost reminds me of like the Sandman, like the sand of dream, or the sand of the unconscious, the sand of sleep. I would definitely take note of your dreams in the upcoming month. Oh, Threshold, one of my favorite cards. So what's interesting with this is like this is a dam, right? And as the dam fills up, it feels like nothing is happening, right? It's so slow that it just is the most boring thing in the world, until one day there's this 2-second moment that the dam finally breaks. Everything just comes rushing forward, and everything, you know, begins to really change. I think you're waiting for that breakthrough moment, and it feels like maybe it's never going to happen for you, or it's never going to develop the way that you're hoping. And sense of kind of that pause, waiting for things to step forward, is going to happen. I will say too, there is these lions in the sky, very much impacted by Venus retrograde in Leo. We are also in Leo season, so you may be impacted by Leo energy especially. Hi Alejandro, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hi FF. Okay. And don't forget, I do Zoom personal readings. If you want a personal reading, if you like the way that I read, go ahead and reach out to me. We can link up on Zoom, chat a bit, do a tarot reading, see what guidance comes up for you, so see how I could be of help. Oh, thank you. Definitely been putting a bit more energy into doing video editing and audio engineering and all of that, and really exploring what I can do on the channel. Aw, hi Kirsten. I'm so glad that you joined. Okay. Let's keep an eye on 4620. Okay, for Libra. Let's see what Libra can expect for the upcoming month ahead. For Libra. What can Libra expect for the upcoming month ahead? Please let me give an intuitive and guided message for Libra. Joy. Solar plexus, our locus of control, our sense of self-confidence, how we assert ourselves into the outside world. Reestablishing our sense of feeling good in the self, feeling confident, really, expressing yourself. Libra, expansion, blue, the throat, speaking your truth, knowing your truth, being your truth, expressing yourself, communicating yourself, you expanding the way that you communicate yourself, you stepping into abundance and really feeling into your own. Look, double kind of Empress, expansive, beautiful, creative, joyous energies. Being able to speak confidently, increasing your confidence around your ability to communicate, your ability to express yourself, express your energy, feel good, shine your light. I will say too, the nodes have just changed. North node is in Aries and South node is in Libra. So Libra, for the upcoming year and a half, going to have a major focus on yourself, releasing parts of your identity, aspects of yourself that are really tied to the Libra archetype that need to be let go of, which means Libra rules relationships, balance, who we are in conjunction with other people. It can also impact codependency, Venus, it's very Venus, love, relationships, caring for others. With Libra being in the South node and Aries in the North node, you're going to be releasing ways that you maybe have been codependent or based your identity on other people, and you're going to re-establish your sense of self, who you are irregardless of anyone or anything, really focusing on the self, asserting yourself, setting down boundaries, putting yourself out there. So I get that energy as well, but it's in a positive, good way of really feeling like good about the self and feeling confident enough to express it and to share it with others. Oh, wow. Hi from Turkey. Oh, happy birthday, Alejandro. Okay, for Libra, ooh, King of Cups, mastering the emotions, being able to mature emotionally. King of Cups can be also someone that you are dealing with, mature masculine water sign, someone who is very romantic, in touch with their emotions, but doesn't express them as much as you'd think, or can be somewhat reserved, or someone who is very sensitive. Gender doesn't necessarily matter, but it is more of a stern, more masculine kind of energy. Four of Pentacles, maybe really wanting to hold on tightly to a specific situation. I will say too, this isn't going to be for everybody, but if you are dealing with a partnership and maybe someone where there is jealousy involved, or a bit of holding, like possessiveness, or holding tightly on to somebody, maybe also dealing with a partner or with someone close to you, this King of Cups here, who may feel, I don't want to say threatened by you beginning to express yourself or expand yourself, but there is a sense of maybe feeling worried at you stepping into your power. I don't really feel that it's like toxic or super bad, but just know that that person may feel a bit threatened at first by you stepping into your more expressive self, or may feel a bit jealous or possessive over you if you are putting yourself in the spotlight more. Seven of Swords, there may be a bit of passive aggressiveness, underhandedness, and need to be strategic and need to focus on the self. Hierophant, so this could be already a traditional, established, committed relationship. If not, there may be someone who is trying to develop that with you, but in really underhanded ways, and isn't being totally upfront and clear about what it is that they're wanting. I think that right now the lesson for you is not to give in to someone being indirect, maybe acting from a place of insecurity. Don't feed into that. Maintain good boundaries. Notice if you're dealing with any sort of passive aggressiveness. It's very, very important to be clear and to be assertive in communication, and not allowing unhealthy patterns to establish themselves if you're in a committed relationship. If you're not in a committed relationship, maybe you're feeling blocked, really wanting things to rapidly move forward, have a lot of growth for yourself, but there seems to be a pause, almost like there's the universe blocking you from moving forward. Just know that it's only temporary, and it's intended for you to take a pause so that you didn't take action that was reckless or not totally thought through. Okay, one from this deck. Oh, improbability. You may have been really impacted by the full moon. Maybe some doubts, worries about your goals not coming to fruition popping up. Just know that it's an illusion. You have the ability of reaching for your goal, or reaching for the stars, reaching for the moon. Your doubt is the only thing that's going to stop you, or worry that it's not going to happen is the only thing that'll stop you from achieving it. And if you enjoy my general readings, go ahead and reach out to me. I've been doing private tarot readings through Zoom. It's been great to connect with people from the channel, kind of see what's going on with you, doing a tarot reading, seeing what messages come up, and hopefully I can be of help. Thank you so much. Kirsten, Oliver, oh, I'm so glad that you enjoy the new track. I want to be able to give personalized advice. If you're wanting deeper help, reach out to me. I can have an actual session with you to where we do the tarot reading and then, you know, chat about what you're going through. Don't have to tell me anything if you don't want to, but it is fun to actually discuss things after the tarot reading, see what's actually going on so I can provide real advice. If you're wanting advice from me or help from me, guidance from me, I'm able to actually give you real guidance and advice if you do a personal Zoom session. Or if you're kind of, if you don't want to do Zoom, I do it pre-recorded, but Zoom is really awesome. Okay. D2. Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Let's see what's coming up for you in the month ahead for August. Please let me give an intuitive and guided message for Scorpio. Whatever they need to hear for their higher selves, highest good. Please let me help them through this reading and through these cards for Scorpio. For Scorpio. I should bring this up here. The intuitive and guided message for Scorpio. Okay, King of Swords. Using the head over the heart, making sure that emotions don't rule your behaviors, your actions. It's also kind of a brutality to the King of Swords. He's disconnected from his heart. He's disconnected from a sense of feeling or emotion, and it's kind of very cold, very calculating as well. Mature masculine air sign. Gender doesn't necessarily matter, but this is about having mastery over the mind. But the challenge of King of Swords is that mastery over the mind, he isn't so much balanced. With the sword, using the sword of truth, kind of cutting things away, cutting things off, separating the self from the emotions. Oh, Magician reversed. So the Magician upright, he is pure manifestation power. He's got all the tools he needs in his tool belt to manifest what he wants, assert his will, take action, right? He is the magician. He has immense personal power. Magician reversed can be somewhat manipulative. These two together can have quite of a manipulative energy or of an indirectness in the way that someone is trying to manifest something. I would watch for anyone who may be deceptive. I would also keep an eye on the ways that you communicate yourself or the ways that you assert yourself, and reestablishing your connection with your own personal power. We need to bring that magician upright, where he is wanting to manifest from his deeper sense of good, from his heart, from what he knows is right. Right now, there seems to be like a blockage in manifestation because it's totally focused on the mind. King of Swords can be very ego-based. Three of Pentacles, oh, reversed. Not cooperating, not wanting to work as a team, not wanting to have balanced relationships, a lack of work, a lack of effort, not wanting to work as a team. But I think the secret to success, though, with the Three of Pentacles upright, of building something sustainable, cooperating and being a team with others, it's necessary for expansion, it's necessary for growth, for there to be a sense of camaraderie or teamwork. You may also be really wanting to manifest growth in your career, growth in your craft, but there is some there may be some block in manifesting what you want because of a lack of cooperation or a lack of teamwork. Like thinking for the self and not the group. Knight of Swords, wow, a lot of air energy, communication, wanting rapid forward movement, wanting to take action, but the Knight of Swords can also be really reckless, not really think things through. So the energy is really strong of being in the mind, kind of being really in the mind, really in the thoughts, sort of disconnected from the emotions, or even from the body, even from the self. You're really wanting to make forward movement, but I think that there's some sort of, yeah, forward movement. Wow, a lot of rapid forward movement. Connected in with passion as well with the wands, communication, maybe really wanting to communicate. The Knight is the messenger. I'm sorry too for any background noises. This is the reality of pre-recorded videos. You know, I can't edit out background noises that get really or distracting. Okay, for Scorpio. Okay, blue, throat, communicating the self, knowing your truth, speaking your truth, expressing yourself, focusing on your work, focusing on your growth. He is an artist, so this is also very self-expressive, creative energy. And also expanding your way of communicating. So many swords, this really has a strong communication element to it. Maybe working through blocks in communication. Ugh, trickery. Yeah, that's what I was really getting with this Magician reversed and the King of Swords. So trickery, this is about the heart. Dealing with a bit of heart wounding in regards to a situation that seemed to be imbalanced. It could be between you and another person. Trickery is about feeling victimized. But you aren't the only person who felt victimized. The other person feels victimized as well. Both people were acting from a sense of scarcity, and both were trying to steal from each other. There was a sense of dishonesty, self-deception, not being honest with the other person, not being honest with the self, or just people acting from a very, there's like an indirectness in communication. Trickery can be underhanded, it can be passive-aggressive. And there's definitely a lack of trust there that was established. You know, Magician reverse, you can't really trust Magician reverse. There are deceptive intentions. The Magician upright acts from a place of real integrity and really wanting what's right. Magician reverse acts from a place of complete self-interest and kind of what the ego or mind wants. So you may be either in a situation with someone who is that way, or you are working on yourself. You are having to use the sharpness of the mind and be really strategic in order to have forward movement in your work and expressing yourself. Scorpio, ooh, one of my favorite cards. So this is almost like, you think of the plot of a story, right? And there's a moment where it feels like everything is going wrong and there's no solution in sight, and there's no feasible way that progress could be made in this story, until all of a sudden this one little element is brought in from the sky, usually obviously from the writer, right? The writer is God in the book. But this one little puzzle piece makes everything make sense. And this is kind of that moment where the hands of the divine, the hands of life come in and force a change, or something changes in the situation that makes everything that you've been experiencing make sense. Also, divine intervention. Ooh, abundance. Yummy abundance. Potential for stability, security, joy, expansion in the physical realm. So focusing on that, focusing on your success, focusing on your money, focusing on your sense of stability, self-expression, and artistry. I hope that could be of help to you for the upcoming month. Remember, I am doing live Zoom sessions with people. If you enjoy my tarot readings, want a personal session, personal reading, hit me up. We can link up on Zoom, do the tarot reading, chat for a bit, maybe provide a bit of guidance. I hope I could be of help to you. 5, 7... Yeah, Oliver, hit me up. I'd love to do a session with you. Oh, thank you for the flowers. Okay, for Sagittarius. Oh, I hope this lawn mowing isn't too much of a distraction in the background. Okay. I'm just gonna roll with it. For Sagittarius, the upcoming month ahead, please let me give an intuitive and guided message for Sagittarius. Whatever they need to hear for their higher selves, higher good. Please let me help them through this reading and through these cards. Ooh, the Hermit. Going inward, withdrawing your energy and focusing on yourself. Really being independent. Finding not just what makes you happy on an independent level, but feeling secure independently, going inward in order to gain a bit more wisdom of the self. The Hermit, he's a learner, he's a healer, he's a scholar. He goes inward to find jewels, nuggets of truth in order to share it with the outside world. It's like being of service as well. 7 of Cups, there may be a bit of confusion, a bit of lack of clarity, a lot of different options, maybe pathways ahead for you, and you're having to go inward in order to figure out what the right pathway forward ahead is. Page of Pentacles, doing a bit of learning, putting in some effort to learn something new, whether it be a craft, a project, learning a new software program, or learning a new artistic craft. There's some sense of you doing a learning curve in an area of your life. Could have to do with your career, your money, but you're new. This is a newer phase, a newer journey, and you still have much to learn. There may be confusion about how to do that. 4 of Wands, focusing on the home, stability, security, family, celebration of, once again, the home, and really focusing on your sense of stability and joy at home. 4 of Pentacles, wow, lots of 4s. You may be seeing 444 or 4s around. If not, it's just a really strong number that's coming through for you. 4s are about stability, security, and foundation. 4 of Pentacles is about containing your resources, focusing on your money, focusing on your sense of security. Also not really wanting to share the self, not really wanting to be open. 4 of Pentacles can be about being closed off. Think that you're wanting to focus on money though, and how to increase your money, how to use your resources better. Complacency. Here in the root, so going back to stability and security, this is what the root rules over. Maybe there's a sense of complacency, of lack of action to obtain what it is that you want. Maybe you have a dream, or you have a way that you want to save money or build money, maybe have a career in mind that you're wanting for yourself. You have the elements that you need in order to make that a reality, or to have that be a source of income. You just need to take action to do that. Ooh, perseverance, sacral. So this is about not giving up right before you have a breakthrough. More red here. So maybe feelings of insecurity or instability are making you maybe want to give up. Feelings of wanting to give up. It's telling you don't do that. Don't give up right before you have a breakthrough. Okay, for Sagittarius, feeling, yeah. Maybe having to process unconscious feelings, ways that your feelings get in the way of you knowing your potential and feeling like what you want is accomplishable. Feelings are changeable. They can change. So don't put so much weight or trust in them. Oh, thank you. It's one of my favorite shirts. I have a lot of crop tops. Okay, one more for Sagittarius. Oh, okay, ego, yeah. Maybe letting go of something, because this actually matches the release cards. There's something in the ego that needs to be released. Also, I think that there may be a fear of flying too close to the sun, right? And being burned, of having a huge goal, having a lofty goal that you're wanting to accomplish or something big that you're wanting. And either it's a fear of yours or it is a warning that you need to be reasonable. Yes, you know, you should go towards the light and fly towards the sun, but know that if you don't do it realistically or safely, that there can be a fail, like it can not work out. And I think that you being honest about that is mature. It's good to keep a good balance of what is possible, what is not. Yes, have a lot of passion, have a lot of drive for something, but also go about it in a way that is sustainable, that the way that is realistic and grounded. I hope that could be of help to you for the upcoming month. If you resonate with my readings, go ahead and reach out for a live Zoom session where we can do a tarot reading and chat about things that you may be experiencing, see where I can be of help for you. 2, 2. Okay, Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. Let's see what's coming up for you in the upcoming month ahead. Okay, for Capricorn. For Capricorn, what can Capricorn expect for the upcoming month ahead? Please help me give an intuitive and guided message for Capricorn. Oh, soulmate. Here in the root, this is your sense of security, your sense of stability. Also generational ties, generational trauma and karma. Things that we have inherited from generations past. Personal patterns in relationships, especially soulmate relationships. Ooh, self-worth. Maybe there's a soulmate connection in your life, or multiple soulmate connections in your life that are not just helping you increase self-worth, but even maybe through challenging your sense of self-worth, you're doing inner child healing around your sense of self, doing emotional healing, inspired or because of this soulmate connection. Maybe this individual, this soulmate, or soulmates are helping you do a bit of heart healing with the green. With the green and the heart healing with perception is about evolving your perspective of yourself, of your own ability, changing your perspective of the situation, of other people. You're evolving in your perception and healing the heart, maybe healing pain of the past, especially from childhood, through your connections with others, especially through the next month. Is my audio working? Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure that someone can hear me. Okay. All right, Oliver, you can hear me. Kirsten, I'm not sure why you can't hear me. All right, for Capricorn. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Feeling a bit defensive. Really feeling like you need to defend the self. Maybe feeling overwhelmed by a situation that's been a bit overwhelming. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for letting me know. I appreciate it. Needing to defend the self. Feeling a bit battle weary. Maybe with this soulmate situation. Maybe feeling defensive around this person. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles, maybe there was an imbalance. Maybe one person was giving a lot, another person wasn't giving as much, or there's just a rebalancing between you and this individual that is really allowing you to heal and gain a higher perspective of yourself and your own sense of self-worth. Maybe by having to disconnect from that person or putting your self-worth in another individual. Yeah, you're probably dealing with conflict. 5 of Wands are petty arguments, squabbles, fighting. It's not super serious, you know, it's just wands, it's not swords. This isn't, you know, a fight to the death. But it is some disagreement, conflict, maybe squabbling with a strong connection in your life. It's causing a rebalance. So Knight of Cups reverse, it could definitely be romantic. Knight of Cups is about messages and love. He is very romantic, but in reversed, he's not very connected with that anymore. Something has gone sour. He's not really embracing the fullness of his emotional romantic suit. So maybe something kind of went sour with a romantic connection where it was still developing. Maybe there was a bit of emotional immaturity that was impacting this connection, and there's some sort of rebalancing happening in order for someone to emotionally mature. Page of Pentacles, yeah, this is also very young. The page is wanting to take things seriously, but doesn't know how to just yet. He's considering how to move forward, how to grow his pentacle, but he's just a kid, so there is a sense of needing to mature and regain your sense of self. Either you or the other person, maybe both of you, need to focus on emotional maturation. There's a lot of karmic, this is like a karmic agreement between you two to heal that in both of you though. Stillness, yeah, pause, meditation, focusing on the self, calming the mind could be of great help to you for the upcoming month. Yeah, and silence, wow. Stillness and silence, a great pause to rejuvenate the self. I hope you have an amazing upcoming month, Capricorn. If you enjoyed this tarot reading, go ahead and reach out to me. I'm doing private tarot readings through Zoom where we can chat, do a face-to-face tarot reading, see if any guidance comes through. I hope I could be of help to you. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Please let me give an intuitive and guided message for Aquarius. Whatever they need to hear for the upcoming month. Any messages? Please let me give an intuitive and guided message for Aquarius. Whatever they need to hear for their higher selves, highest good. Please let me help them through this reading and through these cards for Aquarius. Ooh, 7 of Cups. Confusion, lack of clarity, many different options, feeling emotionally confused. not really sure how to move forward. Emperor, mastery over the self, taking care of the self, focusing on your work, focusing on your stability, taking care of, your chores, taking care of pets, other people. This is like mastery over the self, mastery over his domain. It is also a mature, a masculine kind of father figure. Gender doesn't necessarily matter, but you could be dealing with a father figure type of individual and maybe having some confusion about them. Or confusion about how to, I don't want to say maintain control over yourself, but develop a sense of stability, a sense of good foundation, of really being able to take care of yourself in profound ways. Another 7, you may be seeing 777, or a lot of 7s come up because both of the cards are 7. 7 of Wands is about feeling defensive, needing to maintain your position. You had a victory, you had a success, the higher ground, and you're wanting to maintain that. You may feel a bit defensive in the face of confusion, an area of your life. Deep radical change. This is Major Arcana Death for Scorpio. You may be dealing with a Scorpio here. Scorpio too, this is about intense transformation, shedding of the self, transformation of the self, growth, change. Maybe a resistance to change as well. Oh, Queen of Wands. Mature feminine fire sign. Doesn't have to be that sign, doesn't have to be that gender, but this embodies passion, excitement, feminine energy, putting the self forward. There is a couple here with the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. So if this isn't an actual couple, or if you're not a part of a couple, or dealing with, having these two people, someone who is very passionate, sexy, fiery, in touch with their own personal magic, someone who is very, not so much in touch with the emotions, but is very secure, established, maybe some growth or change between the two. If you're single, or if there isn't another person involved, this is about having mastery over the self and increasing your sense of self-confidence, feeling good about yourself, feeling sexy, expressing the self, maybe releasing any feelings of defensiveness or confusion that may be blocking you from shedding old skin and stepping into your greater power as a person, as an individual. Sensation, feeling good in the body, focusing on the sensations of the body, doing things that make you feel expressive, dancing, moving your body, stretching, working out, running, expressing yourself, sensations of the body, taking a bath. Ooh, communicating as well, new potential in communication here. Blue, the throat, speaking your truth, knowing your truth, expressing your truth. Maybe new potential in communication if this is a partnership. And thresholds. Waiting for that breakthrough moment, but it feels like growth is not happening until one day everything is just changed. Just be patient until that breakthrough moment. Maybe that breakthrough moment is communication. Root, feeling more secure and solid in the self, renewing your sense of self, expansion, abundance, shining your light. Very nice. A lot of expansive energy. I hope that could be of help to you, Aquarius, for the upcoming month. If you like the readings that I do, go ahead and reach out to me. I am doing live Zoom tarot sessions with people from the channel. It's been so much fun and so awesome to do a face-to-face tarot reading, and also kind of discuss kind of where you're at and maybe be of help to you. Okay. Where 84. Okay, Pisces. Oh, perfect. I'm so glad that you couldn't really hear the lawnmower. It was loud on my end. Okay, for Pisces. Let's see what's coming up for Pisces in the upcoming month ahead. For Pisces. For Pisces. Please let me give an intuitive and guided message for Pisces for the upcoming month of August. Whatever they need to hear for their higher selves, highest good. Please let me help them through this reading and through these cards. Dissipating, solar plexus, our locus of control, how we take action, our sense of confidence, taking confident action. You may be needing to take action on a dream or something that you want, but you haven't been. Something's holding you back, dissipating your energy. So the story of this card, these two dream and dream and dream about this whole film that they're going to make together, and they write a screenplay and all of that. They say, oh, well, if I only had the money, then we could actually make this film. Well, this woman wins the lottery, and they have enough money then to actually live their dream and to make the film. And rather than actually, you know, living the dream and creating the dream, now that they have all the resources that they would need, they just continue to kind of sit back and just talk about it, not actually doing it. So there's a need of taking action, figuring out how you'd want to take action. Oh, Five of Swords. Maybe that dissipation, that inability to take action or kind of holding yourself back is a self-sabotaging behavior, something that maybe has been around for a while. Or with the Five of Swords, this is about self-limiting belief systems, thought patterns, ways of thinking that are holding you back and not really serving you. Maybe worry. Five of Swords can be about dealing with conflict as well. Three of Pentacles, maybe that conflict has to do with other people, maybe work, coworkers, people that you have something established, an established connection here in reality with the Three of Pentacles. Maybe there's been a lack of cooperation, a lack of getting along, a lack of, you know, honest or forthright communication. Maybe there had been some underhandedness, or, you know, with the Five of Swords, kind of like passive aggression, hurtful words, or just that fighting. People aren't cooperating. It's like everybody's being self-serving, and there's a lack of teamwork that you maybe been experiencing or dealing with in some area of your life. Three of Wands, you know, you've put out your effort, right? There's kind of this expectation of a return of investment. You're hoping for things to turn around or to finally turn in your favor. You put in the effort, and you're waiting for your ships to come back, but there's like a waiting period before expansion. 2 3s, so you may be seeing 333 a lot, or just threes in general. With these 2 3s, it seems to be a very strong energy. Threes are about expansion and growth, so very expansive time for you. Maybe a change in your sense of expansion. Ooh, Red, the Root, discovery, increasing your sense of self-love, blossoming into your deeper sense of truth and who you are. With this full moon here, you may have been really impacted by the past full moon cycle that had been happening. Maybe a situation been forcing you to bring the attention back on yourself, on what makes you feel good inside of yourself and secure, and re-establishing your sense of self-love. For Pisces, whatever Pisces needs to hear for the upcoming month ahead. Oh, sensation. Aquarius got this as well. Oh, a couple of different signs got this as well. I think it's also a collective energy of refocusing on the body, self-care, doing things that feel good in the body, stretching, tapping, even like hugging yourself or eating good food, taking a bath, working out, doing things that really make the body feel comforted is a really amazing form of self-love that you can do, self-care. All right, this is about, how do I explain this situation, especially in this reading? So it's almost like divine guidance, or kind of trusting the hands of God. Whether you actually believe in God or not, it doesn't matter. This is just about like the universe coming in and changing your situation. Maybe you are not taking action or dissipating your energy or your power because you're waiting for this moment that life is just going to do it for you. That's not really how it works, though. You've got to take action. You've got to manifest things yourself. You can't wait for the hands of God to come in and change around your situation for it to be what you want. You are God, and the hands of God are your hands. And your hands have the ability to change and mold and transform the situation. Hands represent our willpower, our ability to put our will out into the outside world and change things, create things. So you have creative ability and potential, but don't dissipate it away hoping that there's going to be some bigger savior, someone who's going to swoop in and get that for you. You have to do it for yourself. Ooh, if you do, there's a lot of potential for great abundance, yummy abundance, security, stability, goodness, good feelings, and joy. I hope that could be of help to you, Pisces, and good luck with the upcoming month ahead. Remember, I am doing tarot live sessions with people, so if you like the readings that I do, want a personal session, reach out to me. We can link up on Zoom, do a face-to-face reading, and kind of chat about where you're at, and hopefully I can provide any guidance that could be of help to you. And thank you so much for everyone who has stuck through the live. It's so exciting to be able to do kind of something new with the channel and to bring tarot in. I read tarot a lot at events. It's one of the main things that I do. So it's kind of exciting to bring it online with people on the channel. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I am doing also any super chat one card tarot readings, but it is much easier for me to do a real session with you. So I know I've repeated it 1,000 times, but it's been really awesome to do live tarot sessions. If you want personal reading, any advice from me, I get a lot of people reaching out with personal questions, advice on their personal lives. I'm actually able to help you in profound ways if you do a tarot session. For now, I'm going to go ahead and log off. I hope everyone has an amazing day, an amazing month ahead, and you'll see me this Sunday on my next video that I post. Bye, everyone.